Well, it's going to be interesting to see what you'll do in the next event, which is the men's 4.
Oh, wow.
So Great Britain totally dominant in terms of Europeans and World Cup 2 in Lucerne. What do we think? It's how hard is it to predict someone else to win this event?
I think there's been a really concerted change in that British men's 4 since Robin Williams took over coaching them. Crossy, I don't know if you'll agree. They were good and they were in the pack and fighting for a medal, but they've just been elevated to this unstoppable level this season. And I think that's the only change I can really see that's made, a really big change in coach that's made such a huge difference to their speed and their style. But it'll be interesting, the age-old battle, right? The Aussies and the Brits, what are the Aussies going to do when they come over?
Yeah, I think the Aussies have put their best guys in the 4, haven't they? I saw on their website, was it Alex Pennell, Jack Hargreaves,
Spencer Turren and Alex Hill.
Alex Hill, yeah, thanks. I think they're the only crew that could beat the British, or maybe. What do you think, Adam?
I think Great Britain's, they're looking in good form, and I enjoyed watching South Africa and Canada in the qualifier.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
It was a good battle, and they were looking good form too. So I could see those 2 crews even in the final.
Yeah.
But like you said, Australia is a bit of a mystery, and the USA, they've got some good sweep rowers, and every once in a while, it's always, even when I was racing, it would be a mix-up, and you wouldn't know it would come out of the States, and every once in a while they're blazing. So, but and Poland, didn't Poland win the World Championships in 2019?
Yeah.
They've just not been on form, though, have they? They've been nowhere in the most recent World Cups.
Yeah.
They were even beaten by that development British 4 at Sabaudia, right? They've been totally off the pace.
I've heard the USA, people think the USA 4 could win a medal. They've got Clark Dean in the stroke seat.
Is it the same 4 as Linz, Martin, or is it?
I don't think it is, actually, but I can't remember they have announced it, but I know Clark Dean, at least I understand he's in the stroke seat. And Tatey's had 3, quite fast 4s that, obviously his best 2 have got in the 8. So I think they might be in with the shout of a medal, but, we're looking, South Africa, Canada, USA, Britain, Italy, and then, who else? Will Poland get in there in the final?
Yeah, the Dutch as well. We've kind of not really talked about the Dutch, European champions from
back in 2020. Yeah. I'm not sure the Dutch are going to be on the podium in this event.
They've had a really disrupted kind of training period where rumor has it that their second 4, the sort of reserve 4, has been beating the top 4, which was kind of proven true at Lucerne, where the top 4 had that spare on board. The second 4 got into the A final, top 4 didn't. Yeah. So I think a lot of thinking going on in Emke's camp as to what's going on between the 8 and the 4. I'm not sure that the 4s, if they send that 4 as the top 4 that it was in Lucerne, I'm not sure it's going to be keeping up.
So let's put our money where our mouths are. Let's go for the gold, silver, bronze in the men's 4.
Well, I'll start off. As much as I despise you, I'm going to give you the gold. Great Britain for the gold in the 4. And then there's so many wild cards in this. It's hard to really make. So it's a bit of a gamble piece, but I'll go Australia and Canada nosing out South Africa for the bronze.
Well, yeah. What about you, Camilla?
I'm also going to go for the Brits at the top. If I didn't pick them in this event, then I don't know what I'd be doing. So the Brits for gold. I'm then going to go for the Aussies. I think they're going to bounce back from that pretty poor performance at Linz, having had a couple of years away by themselves. And then I'm tossing up between, if it's the top Italian four, I think the Italians could nab the bronze again if they keep it as the four that went to Sabaudia. If they don't, this is my caveat here, I'm going to go for the US.
Oh,
so it depends on which four the Italians send. I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm going to go Britain, Australia, Italy. I think, but you know, that's really sticking my finger up in the air. But I do think the Brits have got the form for the season. So that's the men's form.